The fantasy crumbles faster than she ever imagined it would. All those months of secret planning, all those whispered promises from her affair partner, all those dreams of a better life waiting on the other side of betrayal, gone. Reality hits like a freight train when the divorce papers are signed and she's sitting alone in her new apartment, wondering why the grass she thought was greener turned out to be dead weeds. The cruel truth is that most women who blow up their marriages for someone else discover they've traded one set of problems for a completely different nightmare. The affair partner vanishes into thin air. Funny how quickly Prince Charming disappears once he's no longer sneaking around behind someone's back. The thrill was never about her. It was about the forbidden nature of the whole situation. Without the secrecy, without the danger of getting caught, without the excitement of stolen moments, she becomes just another available woman. Suddenly, his texts become shorter, his visits less frequent, and his excuses more creative. The man who promised to rescue her from her unhappy marriage is nowhere to be found when she actually needs rescuing from the mess she created. The financial reality becomes devastating. 2 households cost significantly more than one, and her portion of the assets doesn't stretch as far as she calculated during those late-night revenge fantasies. The comfortable lifestyle she took for granted evaporates overnight. Child support and alimony rarely cover the actual cost of maintaining the standard of living she enjoyed while married. Meanwhile, her ex-husband's financial situation often improves over time, while hers stagnates or gets worse. That expensive coffee habit suddenly becomes a luxury she can't afford, and those shopping trips that used to cure her bad moods become impossible. Social isolation sets in like poison. Friends choose sides, and most of them don't choose hers. The couple friends who used to invite them to dinner parties suddenly stop calling. Her married friends view her as a threat, living proof that marriages can explode without warning. The divorced friends she thought would understand often judge her for how she handled her exit. Family relationships become strained as relatives struggle to maintain connections with grandchildren while disapproving of her choices. The social network she spent years building crumbles, leaving her with a phone full of contacts who no longer answer. The children become weapons she can't control. Kids aren't stupid. They know exactly who destroyed their stable home, and they remember everything. The manipulation tactics that worked on her ex-husband don't work on children who feel betrayed and abandoned. Their loyalty remains with the parent who didn't choose another person over the family. Every custody exchange becomes a reminder of the destruction she caused. Watching her children bond with their father's new partner while maintaining distance from her becomes a special kind of torture she never anticipated. The psychological consequences compound daily. Guilt eats away at her mental health like acid. The woman who thought she was making a brave choice for happiness discovers she's trapped in a prison of her own making. Depression sets in as the reality of permanently damaged relationships becomes clear. Anxiety spikes every time she sees happy families or receives updates about her ex-husband's improving life. Sleep becomes elusive as regret plays on repeat in her mind. The self-justification stories she told herself during the affair sound hollow now that she's living with the consequences. The beautiful irony is that she got exactly what she asked for: freedom from her marriage. But freedom turned out to be another word for having no one left who who cares enough to stay through the difficult times.